Governor Murphy wants you to make more money. That's right. He is pushing for a $15 minimum wage. Now, he says it's gradual, but when he campaigned on this time frame was very short, and a lot of small businesses very concerned about the rising cost of labor in an area that is already a challenge to start and operate a business. Will New Jersey get a $15 minimum wage? Ashley Johnson has the story. Ashley?
Bill, raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour and requiring employers to offer paid sick leave have been two of the biggest issues New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy has been strong on since taking office. Murphy spoke on the issues Monday at a roundtable at Passaic City Hall, where he took a backseat to men and women who shared emotional stories about barely being able to make ends meet on the current minimum wage of $8.60.
I went from $14 an hour to a decrease of $10 an hour in the same job. Again, I have to choose. There's times that I have to go to food pantries because I do not have enough. And, you know, to get my kids what they need. And I should not be put in that predicament that I have to choose again for my children.
The governor continues to debunk what he says are myths about raising the minimum wage. Murphy continues to drill the point that if you're wondering what's the magic of raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, he says, well, what's the magic of $8.60?
It is disproportionately a women's issue. The disproportionate amount of folks impacted and potentially benefited by a more enlightened reality in this state would be women. You know, the notion of a sticker shock going from $8.60 on a Monday to $15 tomorrow on a Tuesday, we accept is not realistic.
Murphy suggests raising the minimum wage with a phased-in approach instead of taking one big leap. He also said that with earned sick leave, many believe that it will hurt a company's morale. With people taking off when they aren't actually sick, he said when people take off sick and they are confident that they won't lose their job, they are even more engaged in their work. In Passaic, I'm Ashley Johnson, reporting for Chasing News.
Thank you, Ashley. All right, let's bring back the A-plus panel. So it occurs to me that the governor has already 2 strikes, and he's got 1 left. He's clinging to this $15 minimum wage. But you see this play out in other states where it hasn't been so favorable. What do you think, JAMEL?
Well, I don't think he's had 2 strikes. I think that it's just going to take
a lot. I'm talking about legalizing pot
right.
and the millionaire's tax.
I don't think it's
that the Democrats are pushing back on.
I don't think it's 2 strikes. I think we just need some more time to hammer this all out in our differences. But with the $15 minimum wage, people are tired of being poor. And it's about time that we start being very aggressive on the minimum wage.
So let me ask you that. Because that's a great soundbite, JAMEL.
But it's not even a soundbite because I represent individuals who are tired of being poor.
$15 minimum wage. Serious point here.
Absolutely.
Rutgers University did a study, said that you can barely survive in this state at $65,000. That's about the minimum. Minimum wage of $15 is a $31,000 a year job. You can't afford to live in Jersey on $30,000.
But it's a step in the right direction. At the end of the day, cost of living is getting higher.
So why not make it $30 and get them to that?
Well, I mean, because we have to get there. I mean, we can't even agree on the $15. We can't even agree on the $15 an hour. We have to get there.
But is there any minimum that you would reject? I mean, if they said $30 minimum wage in New Jersey, we'll phase it in over 10 years.
I wouldn't object to anybody receiving funds that they work for and trying to provide for their families. At the end of the day, like I told you, Bill, people are tired of being poor. It's about time we provide them with the golden opportunity to take care of their families.
Yes, we can help. The cost of living is going up. For some milk, you're paying, what, $4 or $5?
So do you think that you might pay 9 or 10 if you have to pay 15, 20? Where's it end? Where's it end?
There's always a cap, and I think we're at a point now where the minimum wage has not kept up with inflation. So at some point, we need to have the graph line reach some sort of equilibrium.
Thousands of small business owners across the state say it's going to hurt.
No, if you do it in one, what their argument
Clearly,
is.
Inflation has gone through the roof, and we're still at a
Bill, if you do it in one felt swoop at the 15, as opposed to doing the gradual, I think that you'll get a more consistency from those business owners.
I appreciate your consistency. So small business owners need to know that this legislature is likely to go along with this proposal. So $15, here we come. Thanks, guys.